Come on in. Trying to find some music. Let's see. Let's take it slow and steady. How about that? Come on in.
All day I rush around, but I'm still on the ground, on the ground. I'll soon be fluttering if I can find my wings, find my wings. Impatiently, I want to fly today, but I hear a gentle voice inside me say that slow and steady steps will be my pace.
Come on in.
Slow and steady steps will win this race. It will take some time, but the victory will be mine. Slow and steady, I'm gonna learn to fly. I'm starting to believe I only race with me, only me. I can't give to someone else this journey for myself. It's for myself. Since my best is all I have, it is enough. I can see a ray of hope. I've got to trust that slow and steady steps will be my pace. Slow and steady steps will.
Okay. That's enough music. Come on in, everybody. I just got a phone call from my eye doctor. My glasses are in, and Robert and I are going to run over in just a little bit. He's taken the dog to the vet, and she's gotten stuck and weighed. She's on the verge of being overweight. I knew she was getting heavy. She is, since she drinks out of every pond and stream around, they want to give her a shot for this, that, and the other thing. So she's got to go back next week. And isn't that the way it always goes? $500 later, and she's still got to have another shot. So, folks, keep your critters healthy. I'm glad she got spayed when she was little. We don't have to go through that again. She doesn't like to stay still. But I have found a new YouTube channel. And I work and listen to YouTube practically most of the day. And this YouTube channel is called Project Camp, K-A-M-P. And I don't even know the people's names. I haven't watched enough of the video, but I think they're from the Netherlands, and they bought property in Portugal, close to the highest point in Portugal. So they're kind of in some mountains and stuff, rolling hills, and I just cried my eyes out a while ago because the neighbors came to visit them. This fella and his wife, the neighbors came to visit, and they brought gifts. They brought caps and They bought clothes. They thought they're homeless. They're living in a van. They don't realize that that's a trend. They brought vegetables, cabbages, and all kinds of good stuff. And then this young man who doesn't speak much Portuguese interviewed his neighbors, and his wife speaks more Portuguese than he does. And these were the sweetest old people you've ever seen. I say old people because they're not much older than I am, but these were folks that were born on that land. And in 2005, and I bring this up because we prayed for the people going through all these fires. But in 2005 and 2017, they had huge fires in this area. I mean, took out the whole forest, all their fruit trees, all their orange trees, olive trees, cork trees, everything just took them out. And you know what comes back after fire destroys a land? Thorns. Thousands and thousands of thorns. And they have just had so many problems trying to clear the land, and they have water on their land. They have a lake, a small little lake, which is spring fed. And it's so full of debris from the fires that they've been trying to pull it out. So please keep this couple in your thoughts and prayers. They're working hard to restore the land to the beauty that it once was. They have some fields that the neighbors make hay out of or put their sheep on and all kinds of good stuff like that. And it's just a neighborly community. And these older people, when they ask if they hadn't they rather go to the city and live, and they didn't want to go to the city and live. They wanted to live. I think they live in a little town, but they come back to the property to grow their vegetables and to grow their chickens and to grow things because fire destroyed their lives. And there were some buildings on this property that were destroyed by the same fire that took out everything. So that's what happens. Fire destroys, and then people move away, and there's no one there anymore. And then you get some young people that are willing to put some elbow grease into stuff, just willing to work the land, kind of like in Pioneer Days. Pioneer Days when little house on the prairie and they had to clear a woods out so they could plant wheat and crops and all the things that you need to homestead. So I don't know if these folks are going to homestead or have a place where people can come in and with their vans and camp for a while and work for a while and uh, but it's been interesting to watch and to watch how the neighbors just said, "Hey, new people coming in." They were acceptance of they accepted people from another country to come into their country because all of their young people wanted to go to the city and live. So, that's how it is. Generation after generation after generation. It's just strange how it flip-flops. You know, somebody's raised by someone in the city, and the first thing you want to do, the kids want to get out in the countryside. So folks, be thankful for what you have, and if you're dreaming of something bigger, then by all means, go for it. Go for it. Find a way to follow your dreams, because if you're going to be just stuck in an area that you don't want to be, follow your dreams. Step out. Step out in faith. Step out with a God breeze. Just let God guide you, and it will be quite an adventure. My adventure was like that. I had grown up in Western Kentucky and West Tennessee, and then I decided I wanted to live somewhere else. And I could have never become Fly Lady had I still been where I was. I had to leave what was comfortable to find my path that God had laid out for me. I had to do it. So everybody's got to do it somehow, some way. Uh, I saw these people struggling through a cold winter. I mean, a cold night where water froze, and I remember sleeping in a tent one Easter when it snowed, and Justin and I were camping out. I remember it being so cold that he slept backwards in the sleeping bag and had a big thing of frost over the top of his sleeping bag. I remember staying awake all night for fear that the little propane heater we had was going to kill us all. So, been there, done that. Just being a part of something, making something new out of something that fire had destroyed, but using fire to clean it up again and control burns of piles of rubbish of these briars, and these briars go up fast. So when these briars take a land, take an acreage, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible because they're like cedar and fir trees. It's just a huge fire. So find your calling. Find it by stepping out in faith and knowing what you're supposed to be doing. You don't know how you're going to make it. I didn't know how I was going to build a website. I had no clue. I had no clue how I was going to pay anybody. But God will find a way. You put your faith in God. I mean, that sign right there says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. That's powerful. So have faith that God's going to take you where you need to be. Have faith that He's going to provide for you every single day. Well, folks, I need to go get my glasses. I want to have on new glasses tomorrow. Now, hopefully I can see better without having to have a great big magnifying glass. I thought Justin was going to come in here for a little bit. He's here picking up my truck. They're going to use my truck to go to. Hey, here he is. Say hi.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all today out in Fly Lady Land?
When you put the 2x4s in my truck, you can open that middle window
Okay,
and stick them through there if the cab's not long enough.
that'll work.
Okay, folks, I'm going to go get my glasses. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow morning. It's Plan and Play Day, and being prepared keeps you calm in an emergency. I love you all. Be good, kind, and sweet. Good to yourself, kind to others, and let that sweetness and joy that's in your heart just overflow so the world knows you're a child of God. See you later. Bye.
That's your life. I like that.